Okay, so let's get a start. Put some gloves on. Epoxy's not terribly good stuff for your hands. Now this rod's still got the plastic on the handle. If you'd already taken your plastic off, feel free to put some Glad wrap or something like that on it to protect the cork if you decide you want to take this off later on. Okay, so grab your knead it, take roughly an inch. Don't have to be as precise as what I'm showing here. Just grab an inch of knead it. Take the plastic off it. And mix it thoroughly. Takes a couple of minutes to get a good mix in it. Break it in half so you've got roughly about a large marble size. Make a ball of it. Grip the way you would normally put it, and then place the ball at the end of your thumb and mould it so that the indentation you leave there is supported. So that's going to form the grip to stop you pushing further on there. Basically supports the end of your thumb. Grab the other bit, turn it into a small cigar shape. This is going to fit into the hollow of your grip of your thumb. Squeeze it in quite tight. Now it's a fairly good fit in there. Now I like to be able to cast left-handed as well as right-handed, so I change hands as well to make sure that it fits nicely in either hand. If you're happy with just casting in your right hand only, then you don't have to worry about swapping hands. Squeeze down the edges so that when you put the over tape over the top of it, you don't have a nasty little lump sticking out the sides. Okay, now let that set for about 5 minutes, and it'll be quite hot by the time you come back and rock hard. So 5 minutes is up. Now time to do the bit that your fingers are going to wrap around. Grab another inch or so of knead it. Get the plastic off it. And knead it for a few minutes. Okay, so now turn this into a nice cigar shape. It needs to be about as long as the width of your whole hand. It's going to be sitting in your fingers when you put it on the rod. Grip it the way you would normally grip it so that it's comfortable on top, and slide the cigar into your fingers. And squeeze down onto the rod. Now it's moulded perfectly to your fingers. Again, pull the edges onto the side of the rod so that you don't have any bits sticking out to the side. Okay, so set it aside for 10 minutes, for another 5 minutes or so. Bit of a clean up on the rod, make sure there's no little bits of epoxy on there. Nothing on the reel, of course. You don't want anything sticking on your nice Solitude reel. Come back in a few minutes. Okay, a few minutes is up. You can take the gloves off now. Grab the Wilson Pro Soft Overgrip. You can take the reel off, you don't need that anymore. You can see it fits beautifully into the hand now. Use your fat fingers to get that nice little bit of plastic off. Eventually you'll get it off. Tough stuff. Now you've got to pull this on really tight. There is no adhesive on this end of it. In fact, there's no adhesive on any of it until you get to the very end of it. So pull it on really tight. It's the tension that you can get in this tape that holds it into place. It's a little bit stretchy, so once you get a good stretch into it, it holds itself down, binds itself down. Pull it nice and tight, keep it going. When you get to these knobs, just pull it nice and tight, it'll stretch around the knobs. And aim for about half a tape width overlap as you're going along. Okay, now that you're getting close to the end, you probably have a little bit of extra left over. Just keep winding and winding till you get it all on. There's a small tab of self-adhesive stuff at the end of this. You can use that tab by itself, especially to get it in place to start with. But I'm not sure I trust it over the long run, so I've got my shoe goo which I put on to the end of it. So give your hands a bit of a rest, make sure it fits in nicely. Now in your own leisure, put a little bit of this shoe goo into that spot, and that'll hold it there firmly for a very long time.